moving on to other news.
Other.
So we had Armie Hammer come out and he was doing an interview with someone, and they asked the question, like, you know, would you? Why did we not get another Uncle film?
Yeah,
and would you be open to it? And he is very. It sounds like he's very, very open to it. It sounds like he had a really good time working on the set with Guy and Superman. What's his name?
Cavill.
Yeah, and it sounds like they had a really good time. So yeah. He's open. He's 100% open to do another Uncle film.
Yeah. And the screenwriter of the last one, who did the first draft, I think.
Yeah.
He came up with a story for the next one.
Yeah, he's got the MacGuffin already ready to go.
And this was like years ago.
Yeah.
So they're just waiting, I think, for either the studio to kind of pull the pin on it or like, you know, someone to come through and finance it and start things moving.
They should just do it on HBO Max. Just...
Yeah, man.
To do a movie on HBO Max.
A limited series?
I don't think they'll do a limited series. I think they'll do just like The Witches. I think they'll just do like, okay, yeah, it's out. It's on HBO Max.
But if they did like, let's say a 4-episode limited series.
That'd be fire.
Because then it's like a short form limited series. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fucking mad. Admittedly, cool. I've got to go back and watch Uncle.
I love that movie.
I watched it recently with you this year, I think.
But
well, Cavill already got his foot in the Netflix store, so they could always take it there as well.
Yeah. If Warner wants to sell it.
If Warner wants to sell it.
True.
If they want to sell the property.
Yeah. Because there's also a show tied to it as well.
I mean, fuck, they've got shows for The Gentleman coming out, so they might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
I'd watch another Uncle film.
So would I.
Like that team up. I can't remember much about the movie, but I can remember the chemistry that Cavill and Hammer had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was good.
Yeah. We also had Governor Andrew Cuomo actually fucking, I think we caught him fucking lacking last time. He was actually looking to open up some New York cinemas.
Well, last time he was pointing the finger. He was like, it's because of you that like we're not getting new movies this year.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what those NASA fucks were saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Cuomo, like, he's doing the right thing for his people.
Yeah.
He understands that, look, it's not a fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, we want...
There's more to worry about the movie release dates.
It's just a fucking movie you guys can still release next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you just won't fucking be here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's
doing it smart, though.
Yeah, of course.
What were you going to say on the strategy for the theaters opening up?
Nothing at all.
Oh. Well, his strategy is that he's only opening up areas that have less than 2% of a COVID infection rate, and
cinemas are at
25% capacity,
25, which is half of ours.
Yeah, so in Australia, we actually get 50% capacity.
Yeah,
with the cluster zones completely removed, so no one will sit behind you if you're sitting in the seat. No one will sit behind you. No one will sit in front of you.
Yeah,
so he's removing that and 25% capacity.
Yeah,
so it will allow theaters to open up, but they probably won't be pulling in the numbers that they need, that they really, really need. So I wonder if it's up to cinema owners if they really want to open up their cinema. Because I don't know, it wouldn't make sense to me. I wouldn't open up my cinema.
Why would I want to pay staff and all that sort of stuff just to open up for 25%?
You know what I would do? Open up a restaurant and serve like lobster and filet mignon, and that's where I'd make my money.
Yeah. So it's funny because like, who was talking about it? Andrew Schultz was talking about it, right? Back in the day. Not back in the day, but not too long ago. And he was saying like, if he does go to the movies, like he's a streaming man. He likes to stay at home and stream movies and whatnot, right? And he was like, he likes that experience. But if he's out with his missus and he wants to go watch a movie, it's usually at like they've got this cinema chain called, or this thing called iPix. Yeah. Right. So they're in their own little sort of bubble. They've set up their cinemas as own little sort of bubbles. So two people can sit in this sort of pod. Yeah. It's almost like a booth.
Yeah.
And they can sit in there and watch the movie like that. And you still get the big screen, you still get the sound, you still get everything. And you can get food and whatnot delivered to that table sort of thing. So
this is like next level gold class.
Yeah, this is like that next step up. But you are in your own encapsulated sort of bubble.
Shit.
Which is cool.
That is fucking mad.
So we can probably expect more of those sort of cinemas sort of opening up, because that already is sort of saving people. Like you are completely separate from the other couples and whatnot that are in that cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do that, man.
I'd do that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Die Hard came back. There was a revival of Die Hard.
Very short-lived revival.
So for promotion for a car battery, a Die Hard car battery, Bruce Willis and a bunch of the villains from the first Die Hard and one of the heroes, or allies, came back.
Yeah.
So we've seen Willis, and he kind of has to kill a whole bunch of people and get this car battery and get his car started again. What do you think of the ad?
It was all right. It was a nice ad.
The ad was nice. Yeah. For a TV ad.
Mm.
It definitely wasn't Die Hard.
No. It would have been cool if they had like a whole bunch of people doing, like, other than Willis doing Die Hard type stuff.
Yeah.
And then just at the end have Willis like,
or Samuel.
I wish it should have been Sam Jackson instead of that other guy.
Argyle.
Alphonse.
Yeah.
Argyle.
Well, it was also the other guy.
The computer hacker, Theo.
Yeah.
As the villain.
As a villain, yeah.
When I first watched it, I thought it was Sam Jackson.
I thought it was as well.
I was like, he's the villain?
And then I looked again and I was like,
that's Theo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I want Die Hard to sort of come back anyways.
I think they do need to just continue on the story, but just with a new person, a la Mad Max. Just do it that way.
As long as it's not John McClane doing Die Hard Year Zero.
Yeah, no, I don't want that story. I want what's his face. I want just another adventure with the character, but the character is being played by someone else.
Yeah,
and it's still the 90s, and it's not set now. That's how I'd like it. That's how I'd do it. Maybe another Die Hard in New York.
That'd be mad,
because we went LA and then New York, and then. No, it's been
New York again.
Been New York again, and then Russia.
Whatever happened to the whole Nakatomi anniversary film pitch?
That was the other thing, right?
That also happened at the merger with Disney and Fox as well.
Yeah. So that's off
shit
the
out
table.
of luck. That happening.
That ain't happening.
But another reboot that's kind of coming together is David Gordon Green, Seth MacFarlane, Danny Bride, and Jodie Hill. We're all coming together to make the Smokey and the Bandit TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is going to be so good, man.
You know that Danny is going to play Smokey.
You reckon?
I reckon.
That'd
Either
be
that, or they're literally just going to get Goggins.
Oh,
Just
man.
grow a mustache, Mr. Goggins.
Hey, Goggins look great in a mustache and John Bronco.
Yeah, he knows how to rock that mustache. And then just have him with
So this hasn't confirmed a network or a streaming service that they're gonna actually put it on, and it's universal. So I don't know if they're gonna do swearing and stuff, because it is for TV. But hopefully it doesn't go like the Magnum PI or Y50 or
I hope not,
or MacGyver route.
Yeah,
where it just didn't live up.
Well, all those like sort of fell down simply because those were set in nowadays. So if I was going to do a Smokey and the Bandit series, I would set it in the 70s when that movie came out.
Yeah.
That movie made so much money.
I know.
358 million
off like $3.4 million production budget. That's nuts.
You've got money to make movies for days after that.
Badly. That's like 100 times multiplier.
We'll greenlight 100. We'll greenlight 100 of these if you want to do it. Let's do it.
Well, they did sequels and they did like TV films too,
and spin-offs as well. Yeah.
Nuts. Smokey and the Bandit got legs.
Fucking badly.
Nia DaCosta has confirmed that Candyman will release in August 2021.
Nearly a full year.
Yeah.
Since it should have.
I still reckon this should have been like a streaming service offering for Halloween.
Yeah.
Honestly. They should have come out this year. This would have made like dollars.
Big dollars.
This would have been nuts. Like if they just dropped it in like next week for Halloween, bam.
Yeah. Like it's funny to me because like all of the movies releasing are for kids.
Yeah.
They're all like kids movies. Like all the Disney shit is coming out and we don't want that.
Yeah. There's no adult
There's
programming.
nothing, no adult programming for that. Yeah. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shame because they could have had the whole trick or treat package where you got Halloween Kills and fucking Candyman.
Yeah. That was all going to happen this year.
I'm doing your fucking marketing for you, bro. Just fucking do it.
But Yahya was on
Jesus Zamiro.
On Jesus Zamiro. Shout out to Jesus Zamiro.
My guys.
And he was talking from Germany.
Yeah.
Because he was there shooting for The Matrix 4. Talking about his career and stuff, but more specifically, Candyman. So you were saying how the themes in this film will kind of look into how monsters were created, which was kind of touched on in the Candyman sequels.
Yep.
But also, what would happen if they strike back?
Yeah. So they're tackling that whole the white on black violence and the what happens after that. Yeah.
But he also said something really interesting. He talked about George Floyd and how it was a white man killing a black man, which is and the similarities between Candyman.
Yeah.
I was just like sort of thinking, what if they kind of had one of these stories in Candyman?
Yeah. Yeah.
And how like, those legends are created.
Yeah, because he talks about the fact that like, that happened with George.
Yeah.
But then after that they vilify him.
Yeah.
Right? So they basically
talk about his criminal record.
His supposed criminal record and all the stuff that happened. Yeah. And what that actually does. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. I just wish this fucking movie was out.
Yeah.
Like I need to see this movie like now.
Yeah. There's so much hype for it. And I just don't want the hype to die down. Like I want it to be successful.
We called it like a couple of weeks ago. We said this is going to leak, or all these movies are going to leak online and they're going to fucking scramble.
Yeah.
They're going to fucking scramble. Oh, no. It's out now. It's out now on streaming services here and there and everywhere. And it'd be too fucking late.
Probably
they'll be too bloody late. Yeah.
I don't want this franchise to end.
I don't want it to end either, but that would end this franchise. If this movie leaks online by some stupid fuckwit bloody executive sending out the files, because that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. This franchise dies.
Yeah. Yeah. But what franchise will end very, very shortly?
Fucking thank God.
I don't know. I enjoy these.
I don't know. We'll see.
This is popcorn.
This is the bullshit
filmmaking to the max. This is the junk food, the Cahibas, the Monte Carlos. So Fast and Furious, baby. So Fast and Furious is set to end with Fast and Furious 11.
Yeah,
it's weird that they're going with the 11 as the end.
Well, it's the power number.
Yeah, and it's also the double, so they can go from 1 to 1 and kind of have that.
My life quarter mile at a time.
So Justin Lin is going to direct both.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So he's currently directing this one.
Yeah.
This 9,
7, 8,
9. Yeah, because 9's in the can.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's coming back for a further 2 sequels. Yeah. Wow.
I know. I like Justin Lin on this though.
I like Justin Lin on this too. I think what's his face's style was good as well. James Wan for his one that he did. But Justin Lin gets the characters. He understands it. He knows how to shoot them. Yeah. His action is quite good for this as well.
Yeah. Like I like how Justin Lin's approach is more practical than just CG.
Yeah.
There is CG in there. It's very CG heavy, but like a lot of the shit, like the safe pulling down the street in Fast and Furious 5 was practical.
Yeah. I mean, the cars that they dropped out of the sky.
Yeah.
That's all real.
In 7? That was one.
That was 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always love the shot in 5 when they drive off the cliff and they're hanging on the car.
That, yeah. 5 was the best one for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Followed by Tokyo Drift.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people hate that.
I don't know. My number 1 is Too Fast, Too Furious. I'm fucking with you.
I'd buy that for a
Wait. That was the wrong one.
Fuck you, asshole.
There we go.
Yeah.
So Don't Breathe 2. Sony actually set a release date for it. So after we knew nothing about it, then Stephen Lang's like, I just shot Don't Breathe 2. We're getting a release date from Sony. So August 13th, 2021. So August is getting packed next year.
Oh, man.
Don't Breathe 2 is coming out. So this is the horror programming in time for Halloween. And we're also getting Ghostbusters Afterlife. That's happening in June 1st.
2021.
I think Don't Breathe is perfect because they haven't released any promotional material.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, to be honest, I kind of forgot about it.
As did I.
So yeah, what's happening there next year.
See what he does with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also sorry, did you want to
No,
take
you
this?
go.
Thank you. So Quippy is shutting down after 6 months. So this was all due
Sad
to
news, man.
very. There was some material on Quippy that I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was a lot of lack of interest in regards to this, and they were only working for a mobile-only sort of application rather than moving to television-based apps.
Yeah.
So that kind of fucked them over too.
Yeah, Katzenberg was out there shopping this shit around. He couldn't get many investors as well. Australia invested like 50 million in the service.
Jesus.
And there was other companies as well around the world that also did the same. The viewership was 500,000 or under. So it was very low compared to other streaming services out there. December 1st, Quibi shuts its doors. It's very sad because Katzenberg is smart. He's very, very smart, but this just wasn't the one. Very much like YouTube Red, where they were trying to get people to watch their shows that they were doing exclusively for YouTube.
Yeah.
And that also shut.
Yeah.
So they have no idea where the content is going to go after. Because Quibi was very different because they actually didn't pay for any of the content to own it. Yeah. The creators, the content creators actually own those films or those shows or whatever.
Yeah.
So what they do with it is their business now, and it'll probably find a home on either YouTube or on Netflix.
Yeah.
I reckon that's the two options.
That's your two options, right? So that's where you'll get more exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really didn't. This was never on my, like, actually getting Quibi and sitting down and watching all the shit was never ever on my radar.
Yeah.
Like, and with the, the virus and everything coming through, like that, the switch from mobile exclusive to TV app should have happened instantaneously. Straight away. You had billions of people in their home that you could have serviced.
Yeah. Big time.
But
and also with the pandemic, the cutting out of travel as well, especially in Australia. I would watch mostly on my phone. Now I'm watching at home.
That's it.
Yeah. Sigourney Weaver was bragging about holding her breath for 6 minutes because that's what it's going to take, motherfucker. Where she was talking about her underwater training for Avatar 2.
She's just trying to beat the cruise. You know I'm going to beat that whale.
Pause. Sigourney Weaver, she was talking about that they actually needed to do like the breathing techniques and shit like that to kind of get the look and feel of being underwater right for the photography and for Avatar 2.
It's fucking wild, some of the stuff that they're talking about though. So like instead of pursing your mouth, closed. You need to have it open underwater, which is fucking weird at the same time. And then the whole no breathing and bubbles and
but she said they would get like the diver assists from the trained divers on the bottom of the pool that were there to then jettison them up to get air,
which is weird because like in the abyss they had just guys swimming around with tanks and just okay, here you go, take a hit. But I mean, after fucking Ed O'Harris nearly drowns, having if you have a respirator upside down, it doesn't work properly, so you end up breathing in water. And the guy gave it to him wrong. And he took a big hit of fucking Watch those Abyss documentaries, my guys.
I did the Abyss.
Exactly. But this is exciting, man. I like the fact that you have the actual actors in the water. They could have easily just said, fuck it, we're not using actors. You guys do the voiceover. We'll get stunt people down there to do it.
Or do the Lord of the Rings, the wind effect, and they do the dry for wet. Yeah, same. That throws me off a little bit. But she was saying that like she also did it because she wasn't going to say, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah.
So mad respect to Weaver there.
Big time. Yeah. Man. 71 years old and still doing this shit.
Yeah.
Fucking smoking it. Pause.
When's Ripley going to come back up? You know what I mean? Doing 6-minute underwater breathing techniques at 71. Ripley got to show up now.
Yeah. I'd like to see what Ripley's doing now.
Same.
I mean, it's been nearly 20, 30 years since
Alien Resurrection.
Yeah.
I would love
maybe 20 years?
15 years.
Yeah.
Nearly 20 years. Yeah. Since Alien Resurrection.
It was Resurrection 01, 02?
I thought it was like 04, 05, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah.
I say wrong shit all the time.
But yeah, so yeah, that'd be cool to see what they're doing. Because they were worried about that ship sort of crash landing on Earth.
And in the director's cut, it does.
It does.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Earth. What a shithole.
Yeah.
97.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. 23 years.
23 years, man.
Mm-hmm. Simon Kinberg's coming back in the fray. Universal Pictures is actually employing this guy who, in my opinion, completely fucked Dark Phoenix, which was a very promising twice fucked the Dark Phoenix storyline.
Twice fucked.
But Universal's going to employ him to come and write and direct the Battlestar Galactica movie, which, I don't know, it just feels problematic.
It's not on my radar at all.
No, as soon as Kinberg's kind of attached, I kind of, my brain just checks out.
Yeah.
Like, I lose interest completely.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything? Do you guys watch Battlestar Galactica?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
It was never. I was a Star Wars man.
Yeah,
but there's probably people out there that kind of watch it all. You know what I mean? Star Trek, Battlestar, Star Wars, and like I don't know. There must be something in Battlestar Galactica that people like respond to.
I swear there was like a big fucking thing when they brought out Battlestar Galactica again. Like there was a big hubbub about it. Like they were like, "Ooh, TV show, big budget, big graphical effects."
Yeah.
But then it just never caught my eye. Like I remember, I'm pretty sure we sat down for an episode back when it was on TV. I think it was like Channel 9, late night. And it just wasn't captivated at all.
Maybe people should just let us know why we should be watching Battlestar.
Yeah. Tell us.
Battlestar my Galactica, please.
Who taking us out there? What do we got? What we got?
So we had reports of my man's Ewan McGregor on the set for The Mandalorian.
You say Ewan or Ewan?
I say Ewan.
Why don't we just call him the Owen McGregor?
The honorary Owen McGregor here.
But he chucked back on the Jedi Master robes for the Obi-Wan, just doing photo testing. I forgot what it's called. Screen testing. That's the one. For the robies there.
Yeah.
Fucking exciting shit, man. I'm hanging for this show.
The Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that sort of threw me off was the reports of a possibility of a young Luke and Leia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of don't want to see him, but no, shit was real fucking exciting.
I actually wouldn't mind, to be honest. I wouldn't mind to see how he protected Luke from afar. Like to me, that's like the mental game that Obi-Wan would have to kind of go through.
He wasn't that far though, because Luke knows of him. It must be old Ben Kenobi. I wonder if he's referring to old Ben Kenobi, who lives out in so and so.
But he was more in the shadows and shit.
He knows of him. So he's had run-ins with Qui-Gon before.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan,
sorry.
Yeah. But this is on the Mandalorian set, season 2.
That's the other thing. Like, he's going to shoot some stuff there. He wouldn't just come through to do a camera test in full wardrobe, mind you, just to be there. I think at the end of the Mando, we're going to get Qui-Gon.
I was just about to say.
Why do I keep saying Qui-Gon?
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I think he's in the show.
Yeah.
He's in the Mandalorian.
Yeah. I think he will go to Tatooine. I think he'll find, like, he's going to have to find where his people came from.
Is that also the Bobolink?
Well, in that the one of the trailers that we got, he says that he needs to find the other Mandalorians.
Yeah. Because they're going to sort of help him to find the home planet of Baby Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
Because this is after Return of the Jedi as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see, because he's trying to find the Jedi, all that shit. Fucking Force Ghost. He's ghosting it.
But Qui-Gon might be in the Obi-Wan show as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So at the end of episode 3, he says, you hear Yoda say that your old master has found a way to live forever. And use the Force to speak from the grave
with him.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that we get to see Qui-Gon
Ghost
Qui-Gon.
I hope so.
Because he would have to train. He'd have to train Yoda for one, and he'd have to train Obi-Wan, so they could actually do it.
Yeah,
and then in turn, all that knowledge will,
It's funny because Liam Neeson actually just had an interview. Yeah, and Liam Neeson was like, "No, they haven't contacted me at all." Star Wars, is that still a thing? Like, the last one I heard about was Solo, and that didn't do too well. I was like, "Whoa,
fuck you, Neeson!" He's in there. Then, if he's talking shit, he's in there.
Probably did that big gruff lion laugh. I know. Sanity. And that is a wrap on all the news that we have for the week.